Hey YouTube, it's Shooting in Kentucky again. Today we're going to be doing a quick review, tabletop review on the Ruger LC9. This is the firearm we're going to be reviewing. Obviously it's a 9mm. This is Ruger's subcompact 9mm model. Very small, made for the concealed carry market, which is booming these days. Very excellent gun in my opinion. We're going to go over some of the features, some of the safety features, different things about the gun, and do a quick review. So, first off, we'll start with the safeties. This magazine has, I believe it's 3 actual safeties. It has a magazine disconnect. So when there is not a magazine, let's do a safety check. Slide it back, nothing in the chamber, no magazine, and then the magazine will. When there is not a magazine in this firearm, the trigger locks up. It will not fire. We have here a magazine that is unloaded, put it in the firearm, gun trigger is operational. So that's one safety I don't particularly care for, but it's there. Up here we have a loaded chamber indicator, so when there's actually a round in the chamber, you're going to see the loaded chamber indicator raise up like that. A lot of people complain about it, say that it's too bulky, it's too big, it's in the way. I've not experienced that. It's just I don't care for it, but it's nothing that's going to deter me from owning this firearm. Or shooting a firearm, carrying a firearm, whatever. It's not something I prefer, but it's there, so I just deal with it. The firearm also has a lock right here. So Ruger sends with the firearm this little key. You stick it in here, you turn it, and that will disengage the trigger to where you can. I believe you can pull the trigger, but it will not fire, will not engage the firing pin, won't do anything inside the gun. You'll have to unlock it again. So that's another safety feature. And then you'll have a actual thumb safety. Very positive. I don't use it, but if you want to use it, it's there. It's your opinion, whatever you choose to do. Much like the 1911, it's very positive. It's right there, accessible from the thumb. Only upgrade that I've done to this firearm is the Talon grips. This is actually the sandpaper grip. It's not the rubber. Sandpaper grip. The factory grips on this gun aren't bad. They give you a decent purchase. But I found when I'm sweating or it's really hot out and my hands are wet and I've been shooting a while, that they're just kind of slippery. So I put these sandpaper grips on. Totally different feel to the firearm. I absolutely love these Talon grips, the sandpaper texture. One complaint that a lot of people have about this particular firearm is the trigger. And it's not a good trigger in my opinion, but it is usable. It is adaptable to where you can adapt to it and use it and be confident that you won't have any problems. Only thing about it, it's just extremely long. As you can see here, the take-up ends right here, or the slack ends right here, and all this is your actual trigger pull. It doesn't break until you get to the very back of the trigger guard, and then the release or the reset is also very long. You hear a first click here. That's not your reset. You can't pull that trigger. You have to go to the second click, which is all the way up here, and then you're right back to where you started at. So the reset's very long, trigger pull is very long. That's a negative in my eyes, but I've shot this gun probably 600 to 700 rounds through it. I've adapted to that trigger, and I have no problem using it. The magazine, it comes with one 7-round magazine from Ruger. When you purchase this firearm, it comes with either the flat base plate or it comes with the extended pinky pinky extension base plate. And I'm not going to do it on the video, but all you have to do is push this pin, slide this out, slide the new plate on, and you actually have a pinky extension to where you can get a full grip on the firearm. I don't use these, just personal preference. I prefer the flat. As you can see, both my magazines that I have the flat base plate. Tearing down this firearm, it's not as easy as a Glock. It's not complicated whatsoever at all. But what you'll have to do, there's a little gate right here. What you have to do is push that down, take the supply pin, or you can use anything. You're going to pull the slide back just a hair to where this circle lines up, and then you're going to come on the other side of the firearm. So I'm not sure if you can see all this. And you're going to come to the other side of the firearm. Let me get better grip here. Come to the other side of the firearm and put your pin in this little slot, and you're going to push If I can do it for you here. Okay, of course, while I'm on video, it's going to look like I have no idea what I'm doing. Just going to push this pin out. Once you get it to where you can grab it, just pull it out. Firearm is going to come apart just like so. And just like all your, modern semi-automatic pistols, you remove the actual slide, you remove the firing, the barrel, and you remove the recoil spring assembly, and you're completely field stripped to where you can clean this gun. Reassembly, you're just going to slide the barrel back in. This has a non-captured recoil spring, and it's actually got a dual spring, so it's non-captured. So what you're going to do, you're just going to not drop the spring on the camera, and you're going to take that spring, put it back inside of there. You're just going to put the recoil spring back in there in a groove, slide it back on the firearm, and then what you want to do is pull the slide back, start your pin. You got to get it in somehow. Like I said, it's definitely not a complicated process. It's more just lining this up. Of course, on video I'm going to look like an idiot because it's not wanting to go in. So let's try this again. Pull back, line the holes up. The pins should slide right in as long as you got your holes lined up. Let's try it this way. Maybe that'll help. Okay, pin slides in. You're just going to take your punch, or the key that Ruger offers. You're going to push that pin the rest of the way in. You'll feel it click into place. And make sure that you put your gate back up. Okay, simple as that. One last thing we want to go over is our holsters. We only have 2 holsters for this firearm. I purchased this one. I'm not even sure where. I purchased it, I believe it was off of eBay when I first bought this firearm, and I've had this firearm for probably a year and a half, maybe going on 2 years. But it's just the outside the waistband belt holster. Firearm slides in. There's no retention on it, so the firearm, I mean, it's going to hold it pretty well. But if you're running and doing drills and stuff, I wouldn't recommend this holster. If you're just going to Walmart and you want to slap something on your side, this holster's work. That's what I use it for. It's a belt holster, good quality leather, good stitching. Has a little bit of retention, so I mean it's not going to completely just fall out on you. So that's that holster. I don't remember what I paid for that. I actually have no idea. Couldn't even give you a guess. Decent holster. More recently I purchased this. This is from the holster store. I'm not sure what the actual model name is. It's an inside the waistband holster. And this, when I carry this firearm, this is the holster it's going to be in. It fits very well. Excellent retention on the firearm. As you can see, I'm not holding that, and it's not falling out. Only thing I did have to do, as you can see right here, the camera will focus, right here, this actual part of the holster went over top of my magazine release. And I was scared that inside the waistband that might push the button. I don't know how likely it is, but it is possible. So all I did was just took and cut out the little slot there. So now the magazine release is completely unexposed, or completely exposed. It's not covered in any way, so there's no chance that it could be pushed or depressed. So that's the holster I prefer. Excellent holster. Again, just look up the holster store if you're interested in that holster. Excellent holster. Very cheap. I think it was $35. So that's about it. As far as carry ammo, as you can see in my Glock video, I choose the Hornady Critical Duty. This is the 135 grain bullet with the flex tip bullet. Has the red polymer insert in the tip to actually allow the hollow point to not clog, and it helps it to expand. So excellent firearm. If you're looking for a good concealed carry firearm, there's plenty of options out there. You've got the M&P shields, you've got the Beretta Nano, you've got all these options that are coming. Kel-Tec PF9, Car PM9. You've got all these options that are coming up. So I mean, just look around. If you want a good, reliable gun, like I said, I've got 600, 700, 800 rounds to this firearm, excuse me. I have not had one malfunction, not one. Very reliable. I've fed all different kinds of ammunition through it, carry ammo, ball ammo, all different kinds of ammunition, and I've not had any problems whatsoever at all. Gun functions flawlessly, and it's a Ruger. It is what it is. I really like this firearm. If you like my videos, please hit the like button down below. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a good day.